Hey guys, J0 to show you what I got going on here. I've had this piece of beechwood root that I pulled off that tree up there. It used to look, like this before I cut it. Sorry I didn't get the camera out here sooner. But I just was looking at this piece of root for a long time, and I knew there was something that I could do with it. I just didn't know it yet. So what I did was I trimmed it off to where it's kind of flat and it'll sit level. It's not quite level yet, but I'm going to show you a trick for that. And I think that was going to make a pretty cool looking, like a mantle clock or a shelf clock or something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down and clean it up and get it to where it sits level. And then I'll put in here, I'll get a little clock thing from the dollar store or something like that, a hobby shop or something, and I'll mount that in here. That way you got a pretty cool looking little clock, because I think this is a pretty cool looking piece of wood. So since it doesn't sit real level, I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I use, because this is what I have to use. So what I'm going to do here, get my camera set up, is these concrete blocks, as everybody knows, are pretty rough. They're pretty rough, so what I'll do is I'll just sit here and take it and just kind of grind it on top of the concrete blocks. And it makes it a very, very effective rough grinding sandpaper. And it doesn't cost anything to do it. So I'll just sit here and grind on it and rub on it until I get enough taken off to where it sits level and flat. And it doesn't wobble around as much. And it's a neat little simple trick to do. But I thought I could take and make me a little mantle clock and sell it either at the flea market or sell it somewhere somehow. Maybe sell it. I don't know anything about the eBay or whatever that is. But like I say, and I'll take you guys through the whole process as I do this. Right now, this is just the first step. I got it cut. I'm going to get it ground down and leveled out until it sits flat. And then, oh yeah, that's my phone. Sorry, I was on the phone a second ago, and it's my headset for it. Anyway, I'll let you know whenever I get this done. Then I'll start sanding it down. So I'll get back with you on it. Thanks. Okay, guys, quick update. You can see it sits pretty level now, and it sits good and solid, and it doesn't wobble. I still need a little bit more to do on it. It's just a little bit of wobble. But just when you're grinding it on these concrete blocks, because I got to thinking, what is concrete? Well, it's pretty much essentially a man-made rock. And, well, humans have been using rocks for tools for thousands and thousands of years, so why not? It makes a really good grinding stone. Just put, roll your sleeves up, put your back into it, and it's taken me, there's 1, 2, 3, about 4 blocks, that I've roughed up the top of them on, but it'll weather out, it'll get, and I'll just keep moving on down as I go. And if I make anything more that I need to grind on, then I'll get some more, more rough surfaces. If not, then this stuff will weather out and it'll become rough before too long. So that's a quick update. Okay guys, I got it to where it sits really level. Ground it down on those rocks over there. What I've done is I found this clock here that I want to put into it. I don't know if you guys don't know how well that's going to come out there. I think it's a pretty cool looking old clock type thing. So what I did was I traced on here where I'm going to put that. See, I made a little mark there on my circle, and I'm just going to get my chisels here and get after it and start chiseling out this area where I want to put the actual clock into. And I can't do it with one hand, hold the camera and do a chisel, but anyway, you can see that's how I'm going to be doing it, right like that. So let me get after it for a little bit, and then I'll catch up with you here in a little bit and bring you up to speed. Okay guys, here's my progress so far. I had to cheat a little bit down here on this one part. In order to get it going, I had to drill a couple of holes in there. Sorry I had to cheat, and it's not really completely all done with hand tools. I using the electric drill. But I wanted just to show you guys a little bit of how I'm doing my chiseling here. So let me see if I can get the camera here set up. Of course, I'm sure it's not going to be very good. But just taking my little chisel here now and just working it out of the middle, little chunks at a time, trying to get it as flat and smooth as I can with my chisel. And I've been at it I think I don't know, 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes to get this to get right here. This beech root, this root is off of a beech tree, the same beech tree that I used to cut boards out of in the previous videos. This is one of the roots off of it. It's pretty tough stuff, so you got to kind of get after it a little bit, but that's all right. So, like I say, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the me carving it out here with my chisel, because, well, everybody knows there's probably going to be somebody out there who's going to be like, oh, you didn't do it by hand, you're a phony, you're a big fat phony. So, just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the carving process. I'm going to stop the camera again here so that I don't use up all my memory card, and I'll be back whenever I get it all cleaned out in here. Alright guys, here we go. I got my hole chiseled out a little bit, and there's the clock. It's in there. This is a clock that I just scavenged off of an older clock that my kids was playing with, or they knocked off the shelf or something and broke the frame that it was in. But I noticed that it had these little leaf springs on here, and it's a battery powered clock. So that's the one that I just scavenged off of that, and it chiseled that hole out enough to where it pops. I can't do it one-handed probably. Where it pops in there into that piece of root there that I got. And so there you go, guys. Just showing you that you know, I took a piece of root that I found off of that. Actually, it's that tree. I don't know if you can see it up there or not. That big beech tree that I cut them boards out of. Went up there and got this cool looking piece of root here, and I got my chisels out and cut me a hole, and now I think we got a pretty cool looking mantle clock. That don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I think it looks pretty cool. So thanks for watching, guys, and oh yeah, the end. Thanks. The end. Buzz buzz.